guys, my name is Anne and welcome to my channel. For today's video, I'm gonna show you tips and tricks how to wear your foundation. I've done a lot of foundation review on my channel already, so I hope with this video I can show you how to take your favorite foundations and do multiple things with it. How to wear your favorite foundation in 3 different ways. I'm gonna show you some technique of applications and how I use my tool to make my foundation work from sheer to full coverage. I'm gonna jump in and show you by applying it on my face. If you're interested in seeing the transformation of one foundation in 3 different ways, please keep watching. So the foundation that I'm using today is the Bobbibrown Skin Long Wear Weightless Foundation with the SPF of 15. This is a full coverage foundation. It has a natural multi-dimension matte finish. It's really lightweight and really comfortable. It's oil control, 16 hours wear, waterproof, sweat and humidity resistant. I'm gonna show you how any foundation that has the word beautiful in its label mean that the product can be sheared down to almost a tinted moisturizer, or that product can layer upon itself and you can build it to a full coverage. A lot of that has to do with tools and how you applying it. I already have my skin prepped with moisturizer and primer. First, to get a sheer layer of foundations, your hands gonna be a great tool. Your hands have natural warmth and oil in them, so you can use your hand and pulling it through, so you tend to sheer out your foundation that way. It's a great way to sheer down your foundation even with a full coverage foundation. The most common tool is the beauty blender. It's perfect to sear down any foundation. The damp sponge gonna pick up any excess product on the skin and it's gonna blend it out and smooth out the formula. So this is the perfect tool to create a flawless sheer coverage. And another great way to sheer out your coverage is to mix it with any liquid highlighter, or you can even mix it with your moisturizer. Right now I'm gonna mix this with, I'm gonna get 1 pump of the foundations and mix it with the Marcbeauty Fantasy Dew Drop. Just 1 drop of this is gonna do the trick. A little bit of this go a long way. And I'm just gonna mix it with on the back of my hand. By mixing this, it's gonna sear out my coverage, and it's also give me an all-over glow to my face. Since this is a matte finish, I'm gonna pick up some product here on the beauty blender. I'm gonna start at the center of my face because that's usually is where we need the most coverage. If you want to sear your coverage, you're just gonna tap it and then sweep the excess. The damp sponge gonna pick up any excess product and sear it out. As you can see, we get the coverage, but it's very minimal. You can see the skin through. It looks really nice here. As you can see, I get a nice layer of foundation. It looks really smooth. It just even out my skin tone. Now, as you can see, I get a sheer layer of full coverage foundation. I was able to mix my full coverage foundations with the Marcbeauty Fantasy Dew Drop Coconut Gel Highlighter and using the beauty blender to sear out the formula. To get a medium coverage, I'm gonna choose a slightly different tool. I'm gonna use the Bare Mineral Full Flawless Face Brush. What makes this different is because the bristle. When you have a brush with a longer bristle and a fuller, fluffier top, it's gonna create a less heavy application. It's gonna disperse more product. The more bristle it gets, the heavier application it's gonna get. The same foundation, I'm gonna build it up to a medium coverage. I'm gonna apply the foundation at the tip of the brush like this. I'm gonna start at the center of my face with the tapping motions and then buff it out. The tapping motion gonna deposit the products, and the buffing or sweeping motion is gonna blend out the product. As you can see, I'm applying the product upon itself and allow it to build a heavier, fuller coverage. The foundation itself started to cover up the skin and give it a uniform one color. As you can see, it just give me one uniform color on my skin. My skin underneath still peeking through, but it's not as much as the sheer layer of foundations. When it comes to full coverage, application, you still have to consider the tool that you're using to apply it. Make sure that you're not wasting any product and to get the correct lay down of the product. Before, for the medium coverage, I use a longer and fluffier bristle. To get a full coverage foundation, I'm gonna use a shorter bristle and more dense. You see the difference between these two brushes? This is shorter and denser than this one. What it means is this one is gonna pick up more product and heavily deposit the product on your skin. This is gonna help me to get the final result that I'm looking for. And again, I'm applying the product on top of the bristle. And I'm gonna tap it at the center of my face. And remember, tapping motion gonna deposit the product, and sweeping motion is gonna sear it out and blend it out. So right now I'm just tapping it into my skin and let it melt into my skin. I'm just gonna tapping it so the foundation gonna sit on itself and it gonna sort of melt into my skin and not fighting itself. If I'm sweeping the foundation right now, it's gonna move the layer underneath and I wouldn't get the result that I want. I'm focused mostly on my T-zone right now. And another trick with full coverage foundation is that I'm not gonna take the full coverage all the way to the hairline or to the outer perimeter of my face, because by then, if I take it all the way, you're gonna see the line around my face. And most people don't need full coverage here. I just blended it out to the hairline. I'm gonna create a more natural effect. And another thing is that you have to make sure that the layer between layer is gonna dry down a little bit before you apply another layer. It adhere better and stay nicer. It's all about creating a full coverage foundation in an easy way. I'm not fighting myself the whole time and wasting my products. Now that I have a nice beautiful coat of full coverage foundation, this is where I'm gonna take my beauty blender and go over it one more time. I just want to make sure that everything blends out beautifully and the foundation not gonna saturate in one area. Another thing about full coverage foundation is that sometimes with the full coverage foundation, you feel like you have a mask on. That's because you basically applying one color on the face, even though the foundation you can get the best match to your skin tone. Naturally, nobody has one color on their face throughout the face. We all have different skin tone in different area of your face. On the forehead, usually you get darker, or on your neck you get lighter. So when we use a full coverage foundation, even though we have a nice smooth base, but it's also flat and one dimension, it's gonna look different than the rest of your body. This is where the bronzer, the contour, the blush, the highlighter gonna come in. It's gonna create more colorful, natural effects on your skin. But at this point, you're probably thinking I'm wearing way too much makeup. But if you use the product the right way and with a light hand, you will get a more natural, realistic look. Since this video is all about foundations, I'm gonna apply my blush, my bronzer, and my highlighter off camera, and then I'll be right back. Alright guys, there you have it. I took one full coverage foundation, the Bobbibrown Skin Lockwear Weightless Foundation with the SPF of 15. It's really good for oily skin. It's a fantastic, versatile multitasking foundation. I create a sheer look by mixing it with the Marcbeauty Fantasy Dewdrop Coconut Gel Highlighter and using the Beauty Blender. I apply it last with the Beauty Blender and build it up to a medium coverage with a Bare Mirror Flawless Face brush. And finally, I went to a full coverage with a flat top kabuki brush. Different foundation for different coverage. Hopefully you guys enjoy and love this. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. I really love making these tips and tricks videos so we can all learn together. Before you leave, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you can see more videos like this one, or when I review new beauty products. Until next time, you can take your favorite foundation and use it in different way, and let me know in the comment down below, see how it goes. I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.